everybody.
Hey there.
So we just wanted to give you an October update and let you know what we've been up to. Yesterday, we, in Community Bible Study in CBS, we celebrated 20 years. And so we had a big anniversary party. Of course, we haven't been there for 20 years, but I've been a part of it for 4 years now. And we had a great celebration. We had ladies, special guests come that have been part of our class for the last 20 years. We had testimonies of people that have been touched by CBS. In fact, Jeff put together a
testimony
video about 5 minutes that we'll put the link down below. We showed this in our class, and it's a great picture to see the German ladies and then some of our local English-speaking ladies, and everything's translated, so you just get a little bird's eye view into our class. It was really a special time celebrating all that the Lord has done, and so yeah.
It was really special putting that together. I just really loved hearing the stories of how lives have changed through that CBS class over the years.
So we're about 1 month into studying Romans, and yesterday we still studied Romans, but we took a little break from the lecture time, and we just used it as a celebration day. And so then this last week...
last week we had a team here from Springs Lighthouse in Colorado Springs, and they were great. There were 7 of them, 3 guys, 4 girls, and they were workhorses, I tell you. They got here on Friday afternoon, and we hit the ground running the next day with a street outreach in the city of Lorach. While the rest of us were praying and looking for opportunities to share and hand out Gospels of John in German, and it was really neat to see that happening.
Yeah, it was a step out of all of our comfort zones to do street outreach, but the Lord really met us, and we had God conversations. And then that next day, we had a church outreach picnic, and we had made flyers and made them available all over the area, and so we had about 5 new families that came, and not huge, but actually it was very manageable so that we could individually get to know them and talk with them. And Jeff was the picnic game master after the church service.
Can you imagine?
And actually that was really fun. I mean, we were a little concerned about if we would have enough people for some of these American silly games like 3-legged races and
the egg on a spoon.
And that was a lot of fun. And I feel like it's going to add more families to our church, and more people know about our church. So that was good.
And then we took some time because Calvary Chapel Condortal, our church here, is really about this whole region. And so we drove from key point to key point for pretty much a whole day, and we prayed over this whole valley. We ended at a high peak that overlooks the whole place. There's 66,000 people that live in this region, and we just prayed over them and just asked that God would bring them to himself, and that we would be a part of his bigger picture.
And there's also some spiritual darkness in certain areas. Our pastor, Frank, he had information on different strongholds, almost like just some history in different towns, and so we were able to pray with some knowledge, and also over this one community center that has a witches ball every year. And so I just really felt like it was significant. We don't understand completely how prayer works, but it sure was comforting having a group of people pray with us for the advancement of God's kingdom, and just that God's light would be able to shine brighter here.
And then, I mean, the team did a lot of things. We can't cover them all here.
Well, but we also can't forget to mention the outreach to the refugees. Because that was huge. We had planned a women's craft afternoon, and the Lord did something really unique. One of the ladies there made all this food, and she didn't have enough people to eat it all. So the ladies on the team were invited into her dorm room, kind of like a small room with a tablecloth and fancy dishes, and were completely served Ethiopian hospitality style food. So, I mean, it was just really elaborate. Our ladies were completely blessed. And then that evening, the same ladies who made the food came and were served food by us, and we had a testimony evening. So the team was able to prepare their own story and share that. And that was fascinating because their English testimony was translated into Farsi, Arabic, and German. So that was, I think, very enlightening for the team to see the opportunities here with refugees, and also for us just to continue seeing what the Lord would do among our refugee friends that we're getting to know.
So it was an exciting time, but we were pretty exhausted by the end of it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Speaking of exhaustion, this next weekend, so that ended on Sunday. Tomorrow, Friday, I leave for London. I'm going to another hackathon. This will be the third year I've gone to this hackathon. And it's led by a guy named James Dock. And he's become a really good friend and future, we hope, partner with EDOT, with my team. And so it's great to be useful, but also forming connections, because he has a whole network of developers that we might be able to tap into and ask them to help us create some stuff in the future. So that's all a part of what I do. I work on the software. I'm also the networker, connector type person too for the team.
It's really a great opportunity for you. Yeah.
And I get to go to London again. It's one of my favorite cities.
You're not going to see anything, though.
No, I'm going there Friday. It's going to be 24 hours, and then we leave Sunday morning to come back. So it's going to be a really quick trip. And we're staying in the youth hostel.
Yeah.
With 5 other guys.
Yeah, so you're not going to be doing high noon tea or anything fun like that.
No. We're going to go see the Crown Jewels. No. Kidding. Anyways, we look forward to these times to just share our lives with you. And thank you for praying. Thank you for watching. Thank you for following us. Thank you for supporting us. Should we end?
Okay.
Okay.
See you later.
And cheers.